Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be continuing my top 10 countdown to my favorite good guys, champions, and heroes of all time. Now remember, this is not who I think is the best, that's who I like the most. So without any further ado, coming at number 7, yes, number 7, we are already at number 7. It feels like we just finished a villain countdown. Guess time flies when you're having fun. But coming in at number 7 on the top 10 countdown would be Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. I love Spike. Spike is probably one of the best characters on the show. And he has a lot of duality to him. He has two sides to a coin. On one side, he's a character with so much depth, so much personality, and can be taken as a very serious character. And on the other side, he can be one of the best comedic characters there is. He has some of the best and funniest quotes out there. He's absolutely hilarious. So he really has this serious side and this comedic side. In addition to that, he is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best supporting character in all the shows. He works well with Buffy, Angel, Winifred, Giles, Xander, Willow, Gunn. You know, he works well with everyone. There's not one person he doesn't work well with. So he's a great supporting character. But let's talk about him on his funny side. Spike has some of the best quotes out there, without a doubt. Some of the most hilarious quotes out there, without a doubt. My favorite quote is the Angel quote from Season 5, when he was in that dark alley with the woman. He saved her life. And she's like, thank you, and he says, well, don't thank me, you half-twit. What kind of woman walks around in a dark alley at night with high heels in L.A.? You have to be half retarded to do something like that. I have a half a mind to kill you myself. Now, skedaddle. And if you see a van and they offer you candy, don't take it. I probably said it wrong, but that's probably one of my favorite quotes. He's absolutely hilarious in Season 4 of Buffy, and he's absolutely great in Season 5 and 6. He's not so great in Season 7, but... Now, taking Spike as a serious character, he's unique because he's very much different from any other vampire. Now, he does have a soul like Angel, but when he did not have a soul, he was unique because, see, Angel as Angelus, or Darla without a soul, they are cold-blooded, soulless killers. They do not care about anyone, they have no love, they have no compassion, nothing, at all, not one bit. Spike, on the other hand, when he had no soul, and when he was evil, he at least had humanity. He at least loved people. He at least had emotions. The judge commented on that. He said, you stink of humanity. And Spike had humanity. He did fall in love with Drusilla and with Buffy, both when he did not have a soul. So that makes him unique because Angel is radically different than Angelus. But Spike without a soul is very much the same as Spike with a soul. So Spike has kind of that uniqueness to him. And he has a lot of depth to him because Spike is not like any of the other... You know, Angel does what he does at first because it's for redemption. And then he does it because he knows it's the right thing. Faith does what she does now because of redemption. Buffy does what she does because she's destined to be the Slayer. Spike, he just does what he does because he does it. I don't think Spike really wants to be the hero that he is, but he steps into the role because there's nothing else to do. So Spike is kind of a unique hero in that. Now, as a fighter, Spike is a great fighter. I have to say he's better than Buffy, but not quite as good as Angel. Whoa. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, well, Spike beat the shit out of Angel in that Destiny fight. You know, you can ask any fighter, any martial artist, any boxer, any MMA fighter, you can ask anyone. If your heart's not in it, if you do not have the emotions to win, if you're not committed to the victory, you're not going to win. Angel's heart was not in that fight. That's why he lost. That's the whole purpose of the Destiny, is to prove how much disconnected Angel was. I'm not taking anything away from Spike, but Angel beat the shit out of Spike multiple times beforehand. And Spike wins once. That doesn't mean Spike is better. Spike is still a good fighter, I just don't think he's as good as Angel or Illyria. But Spike as a fighter is a unique fighter because he doesn't give in to his vampiric afflictions. He doesn't care if it's holy water. He doesn't care if it's a cross. It doesn't bother him. He shuts off the pain. In addition to that, he enjoys fighting ridiculously. He loves to fight. It's like his thing. So he's a unique fighter in that he's more of a street fighter than anything. Where Angel is very much kind of a martial artist that does back fists and spinning back fists and crescent kicks and hook kicks and more circular moves, and Buffy is a little bit more of an acrobatic fighter. Spike is a brawler. That's what he is. He just, Angel will have a guard when he fights. Spike will just keep his hands down. Buffy will have a guard when she fights. Spike, hands down. Face, guard. Spike, hands down. You kind of just see, Spike doesn't care. It's just boom. He just doesn't care. He's a brawler. So I think that's unique on Spike. He's a good fighter. He's better than Buffy. He's better than... he's probably on tear with Faith. I always consider Faith a better fighter than Buffy. Buffy just happens to win because it's their show. But he's not quite as good as Angel. He's not quite as good as Alira. But he is good. Spike is really good as a fighter. And Spike is portrayed very well in the comics. I think he's probably the most true to form in the comics. He's represented in the comics very much like he would have been in the show. It feels like James Marsters is talking when Spike talks in the comics. Now, Spike's relationships, the two biggest relationships with Spike is his with Buffy and his with Angel. Now, him and Buffy are unique because their relationship started off as kind of a sexual relationship. It's all about, sex, sexual release. Buffy was in a bad place. She went to Spike. And Spike thought it was love. And that's kind of a unique relationship because it's two people in a sexual relationship where one of them falls in love and the other one's not. And that's kind of unique. And I always consider Spike the best relationship Buffy has ever had. I never quite understood what Angel saw in Buffy and what Buffy saw in Angel. My friend kind of just said, well, because they love each other passionately. But honestly, if I was Angel, I would be so fucking annoyed at Buffy. I really would. And Buffy, I would just be creeped out at Angel and bored with him. But with Spike, and like with Riley and Buffy could have worked, but they just ruined it. They like at the end of season 4, it was working really well, and at the very start of season 5, it went downhill. With Spike and Buffy, it grew, it felt natural, and it felt like it worked. And even though Buffy did not love Spike, there was mutual, how should I say, there was a mutual emotions between each other. Spike obviously cared more for Buffy, but it was a beautiful relationship. Now, Buffy, Angel and Spike work better, I think, because they complement each other well because they're just so different. They really are, and they just complement each other well. And Joss Whedon has stated that the best relationship he has ever had was with Spike and Angel, and he really wished he had another season to play it off. And they never really climaxed. They never really hit the apex that the relationship could have been as a feuding brothers. Because they really much are like feuding brothers. Older sibling, younger sibling. It's kind of like that. And it really hits its pinnacle in the comics in issue 17, I believe, of After the Fall, when Spike leaves. It hits its pinnacle there. But, I mean, on a whole, their relationships, they contradict each other so well that they actually work so well with each other. Their personalities are so different that they complement each other. And they eventually have a mutual respect for each other in the comics. So they have a cool relationship with there. What I'm basically saying is what makes Spike such a great hero for me is, one, he's very dynamic and unique from any other of the Buffy characters. 2, he's absolutely hilarious. 3 is that he could just work with anyone. He can be matched up with any character and just work. And Spike, despite the fact he doesn't want to be, Spike is a hero. And Spike is just cool, and I love him. He's funny. He's not my favorite Buffy and Angel character, but he's definitely up there. So with that said, that is number 7 on my top 10 countdown. As always, if anyone wants to join the countdown, just video response my videos so other people can see your videos. So my viewers can see your videos, and we can all have some big fun with it. So with that said, till next week where we go on to number 6, this is Andrew saying, peace out for now.